Hello everyone. Today we are seeing new topic, motion based security camera using ESP32 cam. So this module is ESP32 cam. Here you can connect camera. So first we will see ESP32 cam and then we will go for our system. So this is ESP32 cam. Now the world has been revolving around IoT, that is Internet of Things. From hobbyists to inventors, everyone want interesting smart technology for designing different prototype and products. So ESP32 series chips are one of the popular intelligent modules for IoTs. ESP32 cam is AI, artificial intelligence thinker. So ESP32 cam AI thinker is the advanced version of ESP826601 launched by eExpress if with many features. The features are like it is ultra small, low power module, comes with 2 high performance 32-bit LX6 CPU, and it has 7-stage pipeline architecture. Due to pipeline architecture, speed is increased. So this is ESP32 cam. Now ESP32 cam thinker consists of different parts. So if you see the parts, first part is ESP32S chip. So this is ESP32S chip. This is total S chip. ESP32S chip. The second part is IPX block output. So this is IPX block output. You can connect antenna to extend the range of Wi-Fi here. Next is tantalum capacitor. This is tantalum capacitor. It is used to avoid surge, or it is used to keep stable output. Then next is reset button. This is reset button. Reset button is very important. It is used to reset the microcontroller in bootloader and in regular. The next, voltage regulator chip. So voltage regulator chip, this is voltage regulator chip. ESP32 cam operates on 3.3 volt. So this regulator will give 3.3 volt. Then PS RAM. So it has extra RAM to speed up the process. TF card holder. This is TF card holder, means memory card holder. You can record the video or you can record the images into memory card, and for that TF card holder is there. It has FPC connector. F means flat, P means printed, C means circuit. Flat printed circuit connector, which is connected here for camera. Then it has flashlight. This flashlight is very useful to take the image. So it is flashlight. And one more thing, it has onboard LED 1. This is onboard LED 1. Now these are the pin diagrams of ESP32 cam. So if you see, it has 5 volt, 3.3 volt, 3.3 or 5 volt, ground. So these are power supply pins. U0 RXT, U0 TXT, these are serial communication pins. MSCI, these are clock pulses. So these are input output pins of ESP32 cam. So if you categorize these pins, first pin is online built-in LED pin, which is connected to GPIO 33, which has built-in red LED, GPIO 33. UART pin, it is GPIO 01, GPIO 03, which is used for transmission as well as reception, and programming is done through these pins. Then it has mode selection pin. This pin is very important, GPIO 0 pin. GPIO 0 pin, if this pin is 0 volt, then your ESP32 cam goes into programming mode. So you can do the programming only when GPIO 0 is ground. The next, these are SD card pins, and GPIO 04, it is lamp is connected to GPIO 04, whereas onboard LED is connected to GPIO 33. Then it has camera. That camera is OV2640 camera. It is onboard OV2640 camera. These are the pins. D0 to D7 means 8 pins. These are the internal pins of ESP32. So these are camera pins. Next, features and specifications of ESP32 CAM AI Thinker board. So module is ESP32 CAM AI Thinker. Processor is 32-bit processor. Architecture is 7-stage pipeline architecture. It has 32-bit SPI flash. SRAM is 520 KB. It has special PSRAM 4 MB. Then operating voltage is 5 volt. UART. It has one UART and its baud rate is fixed 1,15,200. So UART is 1 and its baud rate is fixed 1,15,200 beats per second for IoT purpose. SPI, it has SPI facility, it has I2C facility also. So all sensors related to I2C you can connect. It has PWM pulse width modulation. It has Wi-Fi, onboard Wi-Fi. It supports TF card and maximum memory card used is 4 GB. You can connect 4 GB memory card. The security is WPA, so you can give password etc. for this system. Output image format is BMP, Grayscale, JPEG, and it is only for OV2640 camera module. Input output, it has 9 input output ports. Clock frequency is 240 MHz. Arduino Uno has 16 MHz. Node MCU has 80 MHz, whereas ESP32 CAM has 240 MHz clock. Then it has onboard antenna with gain 2 dBi and power dissipation. When you turn on the flashlight, turn off the flashlight, it will take 180 milliampere. When you turn on the flashlight, it will take 310 milliampere. And if it is not doing anything in sleep mode, its current is 6 milliampere at 5 volt. These all ratings are related to 5 volt. So these are the specifications of CAM ESP32. Now I want to program ESP32 CAM. If you see the diagram of this CAM, picture of this CAM, there is no USB connector. There is no USB connector. So how to program this CAM, ESP32 CAM? So for that you have to use FTDI. So FTDI is device used to program Arduino or CAM32. So this is the connection for that. You have to connect ground to ground. You have to connect transmitter to receiver, receiver to transmitter, and VCC to 5 volt. And most important point, you have to connect GPIO 0 to ground. So when you connect this GPIO to ground, you have to press reset button, then this ESP32 CAM will go into program mode. So this is the connection for programming ESP32 CAM, and this is the FTDI. Now circuit diagram for our system, motion based camera using ESP32 CAM. So this is the circuit diagram. We are connecting GPIO 13 as an output of sensor. You can use PIR sensor or motion sensor or IR sensor. So hardware is very less. Components required are ESP32 CAM, then IR sensor, and then FTDI. We are taking power supply from FTDI, so 5 volt power supply is in FTDI. So these are only components. Then setting before uploading the code to ESP32 CAM. Arduino IDE is dedicated only for Arduino, but if you want to use it for Node MCU or ESP32 CAM, you have to add files, board manager files into that. So for ESP32 CAM, you have to add these files. In preferences, you have to add these files. Then board, you have to use select board ESP32 wherever module. Upload speed is 9,21,600. Flash memory is 80 megahertz. Flash frequency. Flash mode is QI. Partition scheme is huge APP. This point is very important, huge APP. Otherwise, it will give message your code memory is too high. It will not fit in this module. So partition scheme should be huge APP. And core debug level is none. So these are the board setting. After that you have to select COM port. So COM port is as per your computer setting. After that you have to connect GPIO pin to ground. you have to connect GPIO pin to ground, and again after that you have to press reset button. So after connecting GPIO 0 to ground pin, you have to press ESP32 cam onboard reset button to put board into flash mode, so that you can transmit the code from microcontroller computer to your ESP32 cam. So this is the theory regarding your ESP32 cam. Now we are using Blink app. So you have to make setup in Blink app also. So in Blink app, first you have to open Blink app and you have to click on plus icon. So when you click on plus icon, the authentication code will be sent to your email ID. That authentication code is very important. After that you have to click gadgets, and from gadgets you have to select image gallery. So when you open image gallery, it will ask the setting, and for that you have to use V1 function. So show the image, that is V1 function. After setting the image, if you want to take photo manually, you have to set that, and for that select styled button from gadget, and you have to select pin GPIO 14, and mode is push button. So whenever you press, only at that time it will take photo. If you release, then it will not take photo. Then third, if you want notification, you can select the notification from gadget, and function is get the notification. So whenever notification is sent through program, you will get the notification on your mobile. So these settings are for Blink app. Then this is the code. I am not giving complete code here because complete code is too big. So I am giving only loop here. So in loop, first Blink run. So it will run your Blink program at the background stage. Then if digital sensor equal to low, so if any motion is detected, then do this program. Or if digital photo equal to high, so if GPIO 14 is pressed, then do this. So if sensor is low, means sensor is detected, motion is detected, serial print ln send notification, and Blink notification will send entry detected. So automatically one notification pop-up will be there on your mobile, which indicates intruder detected, and then you have to take photo if motion is detected. If motion is not detected and you want to take the photo, then this function is there, digital read photo. So whenever you click on photo in mobile, automatically it will become high and photo will be taken. So this is the loop for code only. Now we'll see the loop program in detail. We'll see the demonstration. So this is my program. So I had taken this program ready-made from internet. Just I had changed my Wi-Fi name and password. All settings are given here. So these are library files. Here I had changed. You can change the pin as per your requirement. The content changed is only this. This is my SSID, this is my password, and this is my token number, authentication code. Then string local IP. There is one string local IP. Start camera server will start. Take photo, how photo is taken. So digital write LED high, LED will become high so that flashlight turns on. Delay of 200 milliseconds, and then it will serially print local IP capture image, so that random number is image number. So Blink will set V1 pin as your URL, and your URL is HTTP local IP capture and your image. So in Blink app, this data is sent for the image, and then LED turns off and wait for 1 second. So this function is take photo. After that, setup. Serial begin 1,15,200. Pin mode LED output. Serial debugger output true. It will check serial debugger. Serial print ln blank. Then configure the camera pins. So camera pins are configured. Then PSRAM will be checked whether it is available or not. PSRAM will be checked. Now camera initialization is done here. Sensor will be checked here, frame size. Wi-Fi begin your user ID and password. While Wi-Fi not connected, if it is not connected, it will wait. If it is connected, it will indicate Wi-Fi connected. and then again start camera server. Camera server will start. It will print camera ready, use your IP address. So this IP address is very important. This IP address is very important, which will use to monitor your camera on computer. Okay, so this is the setup. Then loop already we have discussed. This is the code, and you have to upload this. After that, you have to set your Blink app. So we'll see this ready-made video. In that, Blink app will be set. So here we have to open the Blink app. You have to click plus. So when you click on plus, you have to select image. You have to select image gallery. So you can resize the image gallery. This can be resized. Here you have to select pin V1 because we are sending data to V1, and then you have to go back. So this is set. Now again you have to select slider button. Slide button.
Doing my interesting project, motion detected camera, security camera. So if there is any motion detected, then automatically image will be captured, and if you want to take extra images, then also you can take the image.
So we have to select styled button. After that, we have to select GPIO 14, and it is push button, and here you have to set the setting take photo. While taking photo, you can change the color orange, and then you have to set for notification. You have to set for notification. So for notification, there is ready-made notification system. So this is the setting for Blink app. Now we will see real demonstration. So we will see real demonstration.
Doing my interesting project, motion detected camera, security camera. So if there is any motion detected, then automatically image will be captured, and if you want to take extra images, then also you can take the image. And for that we are using Blink ESP32 camera, one motion sensor, and FTDI. So this is my ESP32 camera.
This is ESP32
I'm using
camera.
IR
This is IR
sensor as a motion sensor. You can use PIR also. This is my FTDI. FTDI is used to program the microcontroller. And here is the code for my project. In this, these are the settings. These are very important settings you have to keep for your board selection. Then most important point is your Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password, and authentication code. This code is ready-made. Here one IP address is given. It operates on 1,15,200 bits per second. This is the baud rate. Compulsory 1,15,200. These are camera pins which are configured here. Then we'll see the main program. See, in loop, Blink run. So Blink will automatically run if digital read sensor equal to low. So if any sensor is detected, automatically notification will be sent using Blink app, and photo will be captured. Then if you want to press button on your mobile Blink app, then also photo will be captured. So this is my program. I have to upload I have to compile this, so and upload this. So I will click on upload. So it is compiling, and it will be uploaded on this mobile. Okay,
so
now
this is my program. Now we'll see the hardware.
Meanwhile, I will show you the setting of Blink. So this is my mobile. In this I have to open Blink app. So this is
already set. So we'll check the parameter.
Here you have set this as a V1. Send image ID from hardware, so that you can set here, and this is my image ID. Then you have to press one button. So that button is GPIO 14. that GPIO 14 pin we are using to take photo. So by default it will show take photo, and when you press, the color will change and it will indicate please wait. Then we have to add notification. So this is my notification. So notification, whenever there is any abnormal condition, then notification will given to this. So this is my Blink app. Now I will play this Blink app. So when Blink app is played, here it indicates it is online since April to 2:11 p.m. So right now my mobile timing is 2:18 and right now it is online from 2:11. Now if there is any if you have to take the photo, you have to click here. So automatically photo will be taken. So if I press here take photo, automatically light will flash and photo will be taken. So you can take photographs whenever you want. So this is your manual photo system, manual image system. But if you want to make it as automatic, then here is the sensor. So whenever there is any obstacle in front of this sensor, so automatically photo is taken and message is given, introduce alarm. So this is
doing my
notification.
interesting project.
So whenever there is any obstacle,
Motion detected.
so automatically light will turn on, photo will be
Camera.
taken and message is given, introduce
So if there is any
alarm.
motion detected,
So this
then
system can be used for
automatically image will be
security
captured.
purpose.
And if you want to take
Alarm
extra
message
images,
as well as photo.
then also you can take the image. And for that we are using Blink ESP.
Photo will be taken here. So if there is any other position photo will be taken. So you can keep it any place you want. Hardware requirement is only IR sensor or PIR sensor, ESP32 and FTDI for programming. So this is the hardware and it is very simple to using Blink app. You can take photo whenever you want, or automatically photo will be taken whenever sensor is detected and it will give alarm system. So this is the introduce alarm using camera interface with microcontroller. Previously my camera is interface only with Raspberry Pi or computer, but using ESP32 cam you can interface camera with microcontroller. So this is my ESP32 camera. This camera is used to take the image. So whenever there is any introducer, automatically photo will be taken and it will indicate the message introducer detected. So thank you for watching this. Thank you very much.
So this is the motion based security camera using ESP32, and in this if you make your system, see the circuit diagram or component required. You require only ESP32 camera, ESP32 cam and IR sensor. FTDI is optional. Once it is programmed, no need to use FTDI. You can use any 5-volt power supply. So only component required is ESP32 and IR sensor. ESP32 cam cost is only 350 rupees and IR sensor module is 50 rupees. So within 400 rupees you can make your own system, and you can use 5-volt adapter which cost 100 rupees. So within 500 rupees you can make your own IoT based motion based security camera system using IoT. So this is interesting product. So thank you for watching this. Thank you very much.